Alright guys, what is up? So I am back in the shop with the BMW, and today we are doing some wiring. So one thing I learned is I do not know anything about wiring. So I've taken my time, done some more research, and yeah, I finally feel like I have a decent grasp enough to wire up the painless performance fuse block, which I know you can't really see. I definitely need to fix the lighting, but we have the painless performance fuse block, which is a pre-wired fuse block. And I did not really understand at first how we were going to get power to it from a battery, but through the internet and all its glories, I have learned of a thing called a power distribution terminal. So it's a little block where your power goes in. So let me start at the beginning. So in the trunk, we have the battery. As you can see, and not that you can really see, I definitely need to get better lighting. So I will do that, don't worry about it. So, but for now, we have a positive post and a negative post on a 12 volt power source, which happens to be our battery. So we've got the ground hooked up on this side, and we have a jumper over here that looks like this, and it basically crimps onto the battery. So with our ground and then our power wire then travels up through the car. Also, I wonder if you guys can see this, I now have a fire extinguisher mount, but all I'm showing you is I'm gonna grab my phone so we can at least see for now. Definitely gonna run an LED light bar inside, like one of those portable ones, so I can show you guys what the hell is going on. So hopefully, yeah, we can see a little bit better now. So this is our fuse block, this is our power wire coming up to our little distribution terminal, which is right here. So we have power to this terminal, and we also have a ground for it, a separate block, which is pretty much the same concept. So what we're going to do, and with no factory wiring in the car, power goes to the distribution, and then on a 10 gauge ring connector from the power source, which you know what I'm trying to say, from the power source to here, and then from there to the fuse block, which is equipped with a relay and a fuse, obviously, and from there we will hook up the gauges. At least that's where we're going to start now. So from the gauges we'll have a relay, and relays are pretty simple. I can try and explain those real quick. Alright, so make sure we can see. So we have a relay diagram right here. So white goes to the switch, which acts as a ground. So we complete the ground circuit, which closes these little electrodes inside. And then power then goes from the battery, in this case the power distribution terminal and the fuse block, to the accessory. So this will be cool. So when I switch one switch, we'll have our 3 or 4 gauges, I only have 2 right now, hooked into that yellow wire. And the yellow wire will provide power to the gauges. And obviously the O2 band is not hooked up right now because the engine is back out of the car for the rest of the transmission and some minor maintenance. Maybe a cam, we'll see. But you get the picture. So with the relay, it'll work off the switch, and yeah, we should be good to go. So without further ado, let me continue working on this shit. Alright guys, I am back, and yeah, we have some power now. So what I'm going to do real quick, hook up the battery. What we'll do is flip on the switch. We now have power on that, and we now have power on the gauge. It's not really reading anything right now because there's no sensor hooked up, but yeah, as you can see, we have power on the switch. And when we turn this nice purple switch off, power to the gauge goes off. Yeah, so that's a little handy thing. So we got the relocation, and I did buy lighting the other day. Got this from Harbor Freight. Thing is blindingly bright. It's like 1500 lumens, but yeah, so basically I'll walk you through real quick. Actually, hold on. Let me get this light so I can show you what we're doing. So, got our portable sun. So now we should have plenty of light. Yep, so we have our power coming from the battery to the relay, and with a switch, or at least an LED switch, you need a ground and a power for that as well. And I just joined the headlight on to the switch, so when the switch is on, it turns everything on. Yeah, and the relay, like I explained earlier. So yeah, only 2 more gauges. Well, one more, the wideband gauge, and then I have a tablet dash coming in, so I'm gonna have to wire in a switch to turn on the charger for that. And then I have to do the fuel pump relay, the electric fan relay, and accessory relay, basically a bunch more wiring. So I probably at least got 20 hours left, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but at least it's something to do on this car, and I can feel like I've made some decent progress. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know what we're doing next, but we'll get there when I figure out what we're doing. Peace!